Hopefully now we can see each other. So let me just see if this is correct. So sorry for that. Hello everybody, my name is BigBot and today we're gonna be doing another video on, actually another live stream. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing again Ubuntu 2004. So we will be doing Ubuntu 2004 GNOME. So let's begin. We're gonna be watching it of course in a VM. So let's go. Yeah, again it's in a UEFI based VM. So let's begin. So we're actually checking out Ubuntu GNOME as before, but this time it's already released. So let's begin with the installation. I'm going to try to fix networking. Oh, sorry for that. Let's see, I need to go to change that and it's to NAT to something else. As network may have fallen. Yeah. Sorry if we had some cuts here or there, but that was apparently necessary because network in VM wasn't working correctly. VRBA0, that would be correct one. Let's see if the networking works any better now. Let's reboot the machine and let's see if networking works correctly now. Uh, yes, and this should error out. Correct. Let's just go here and Oh, I cannot show you this part. And here we are back. Let's hope this works now. Boot manager and this. Yes, it does. So we go to Ubuntu and let's see. Yes, it's gonna do a check of this. This is Tiana Core Open Platform Firmware Development, OPFD. It was a boot screen by now try Ubuntu. We can do this now. Okay, display settings. And as it appears, we do have networking. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong. What was wrong? I bound the net to wrong network. Obviously, we have default route. I bound it to the wrong network, so that's embarrassing. English, continue. So by keyboard, we're gonna select Slovenian because then I can actually type on it. And we're gonna go normal installation and install third-party for graphics, Wi-Fi, and hardware. So there are multiple installation types in Ubuntu 2004, at least for GNOME and some other installations, some other flavors. That is all dependent on which installer you use. If you use the Ubiquiti installer, you get two main types, either erase disk and install Ubuntu or something else, but then you have advanced features. Let's take a look. Under advanced features, you have again three different selections. None, use LVM, or the experimental option, the now very popular erase disk and use ZFS. If you use LVM, you can also encrypt the Ubuntu installation for security, which you will be able to select security key in next step. So we could go with erase disk and install Ubuntu. So this is the easy way of doing it. We could go with ZFS or LVM, but let's choose ZFS. Install now. As you see, it will do a lot of stuff on it. So this is virtual disk since it's VirtIO based connection drive. Click continue. Where are you? So it selected my nearest time zone. And here we are. Who are you? BigPod. Computer, BigPod, Ubuntu, GNOME. Easy to remember password and very secure one, must say. And now the installation begins. So let's check out the new slides. First of all, ain't this one nice? Oh, apparently something is wrong. Let's report this problem. Installer has crashed, and I believe might know what's the problem. So it's gonna collect the information. Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah, I think I know what it is. So at this point, I pressed O. I cannot do this right now. I'm going to reproduce the steps later to actually send it. Let's do this again. We're gonna go through the whole installation again. Even though it's gonna select certain defaults already. something else. Wait, did I select the correct keyboard? Yes, it did. We're gonna go with something else because I think it was ZFS who was causing problem. This is because it's in a VM. So we're gonna, yeah, crash report is ready. Yeah, send. Maybe this will send it without me need to log in. That's the problem. So first of all, we're gonna create a 512 EFI partition. This would be EFI system partition. Then, next step, creating slash. That's a root partition for those uninitiated. And press install now. Yes, this is gonna be a bit different than, and this stuff is already selected. So now we just do our super password and continue. Now let's hope it will go correctly. In the meantime, we're gonna check out the new slides. So Focal Fusa, as I've been informed, is a Ubuntu LTS release, which means it's stable for more than just, I believe, 9 months. It's supported by Canonical, I believe, for 5 years, and with extended support 10, or is it 4 and 8? I don't remember. I believe it's 5 and 10, but don't quote me on that. Let's check the slides, as I said. Fast and full of new features. The latest version of Ubuntu makes computing easier than ever. Here are just few cool new things to look out for. Say goodbye to searching the web for new software. With access to the Snap Store and Ubuntu Software Archive, you can find and install new apps with ease. Just type in what you're looking for or explore categories such as graphics, photography, games, and productivity, alongside helpful reviews from other users. Now, then we have about media, specifically music. Ubuntu comes with the amazing Rhythmbox music player. With advanced playback options, it's simple to queue up the perfect songs, and it works great with CDs and portable music players, so you can enjoy all your music wherever you go. So here included software which is Rhythmbox, but you can also install VLC, Spotify, and so on. Next, we also have Shotwell, or more about photos. Shotwell is a handy photo manager that is ready for your gadgets. Connect a camera or phone to transfer your photos, then it's easy to share them and keep them safe. If you're feeling creative, you can try lots of photo apps from Ubuntu Software Center. So for that, they include Shotwell Photo Manager, but they also support software like GIMP Image Editor and Shotcut Video Editor. So right now it's actually pulling down all the different software we were actually said it's going to do updates. So it actually won't do the update, but just pull down the software. Ubuntu includes Firefox, the web browser used by millions of people around the world, and web applications you use frequently, like Facebook, Gmail, for example, can be pinned to your desktop for faster access, just like apps on your computer. Yes, that's true. And it have also supported Chromium. LibreOffice is a free office suite packed with everything you need to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Compatible with Microsoft Office file formats, it gives you all the features you need without the price tag. Yeah, that's true. At the heart of Ubuntu philosophy is the belief that computing is for everyone. With advanced accessibility tools and options to change language, color scheme, and text size, Ubuntu makes computing easy, whoever or wherever you are. And for final one, the official documentation covers many of the most common areas about Ubuntu. It's available online and via the help icon in the dock. At Ask Ubuntu, you can ask questions and search an impressive collection of already answered questions. Support is your Support in your own language may be provided by a local community team. For pointers to other useful resources, please visit community support or commercial support, depending on who you are and if you pay. Probably commercial support is available for companies, while community support is available for us, users, normal users who don't pay. So thank you guys for watching. You guys are awesome. What can I say? So if you haven't already, please drop a like, since that helps my channel immensely, and it also brings help. It's a bit of a thing normally that you need to have a like. It's called engagement, and it's really good for channels apparently. So if you like this stream, press like. So it appears we're right now installing grub. Hey Larry, hello. And yeah, the I don't game on Linux because I have a Windows dual boot partition for that. Since I do have to use it for Office, since I'm still a student, and we required to use Microsoft Office as a part of our coursework. So it is it is good to have at least Windows installed on my system, so I can actually at that time use Office. So I just decided to have games work the best way, so why not? Yeah, but probably it will work quite well, especially the games that are made for Linux, like CSGO and stuff like that, would work great on Ubuntu, and that would be really nice for all the other. And I would personally really like if the game community would wake up and start doing more Linux gaming, so the AAA titles would come to Linux. But sadly, as it appears, gaming is mainly centered around Windows, so we do have to either take a performance cut, or and sometimes a bit of a cut in how much time we can game, because we have to get everything running, or we can swallow our pride and use Windows. But since I do say that you need to use the tool best suited for the job, and currently Windows is best suited for gaming, so yeah, we have to use that's why I use Windows. Yeah, yeah, that would be, yeah, Pentium. Yeah, I actually remember my someone I know that has Pentium laptop, and I can run on there a couple of games, old games or older games. Let's be more nice, because while they're older, they're still good games. So they're not they're quite classics, really. I remember running them to test out if the system worked. That was a fun one. So how are you guys today? Everyone having a good day? So now it's actually removing the localization that isn't English or Slovenian, as far as I remember correctly. Yes, that's because uh, Linux, specifically Ubuntu, does it the way of basically the initial install, what you see when you actually install it with Ubiquiti, it is actually completely filled. So it's basically a squash fast image, and it's completely filled with. And yes, it is quite late here, Larry. As you can see by the clock, it's almost uh, uh, almost a lot of hour. How to say this? It's 10:30 in the afternoon, so almost the end of the day. Europe, basically. And sometimes I get lost in the words. That happens. Yeah, low spec Linux laptop. I could get running something up to 2005 five games on that laptop and to work actually well. But the laptop did have a GPU, at least AMD based GPU in there, so at least that was going for it. So I was saying it's actually like a squash fast image, the installation. So what they do is they install that squash fast image. Then if you select minimal installation, they basically then go into that when it's unpacked into your file system, they go into the image and remove everything you don't need. Same with the localizations you don't need. They basically install everything and remove what is not necessary. At least that is as far as I understand. And it's not it's a good day for you, Larry. So we're waiting for it to remove everything we don't need. So then we can start with freshly installed Ubuntu 20.04 Focal Fusa. Apparently it's called Fusa. Haven't known it up until a couple of days ago. I always thought it was Focal Fossa. But Larry, it's actually not that late. For example, the build happens in about normally in about 4 more hours. So that's yeah, that's a lot of hour. So this ain't that late. Yeah, I heard it somewhere. It's actually not focal fossa, but focal fusa, which really made me double think. But if they say that's correct, I'm gonna say it, even though I'm still weirded out by the pronunciation some people have. Let's be clear. I'm not exactly that it's a nice pronunciation, but if apparently it's correct, it's correct. Hmm. This is taking longer than normal. This is on a VM, but it still has, I believe, 3 cores and 6 gigs of RAM, so it shouldn't take too long. But it does, apparently. I normally test everything on a VM because it's a somewhat of a standardized environment. So when you like set up a VM correctly, it's a standardized environment and it's for any VM the same. It isn't like hardware where it's sometimes not the same, or if you have multiple test laptops. For testing the distribution or an operating system, VM is a standardized environment you can reuse, and it makes it a bit better for testing itself. There's a lot of people who wouldn't agree with me, but I guess that's their choice. Mine has always been to run VMs for testing purposes. So probably this is probably something to do with the itself being a VM, but we'll see. And we should be really close to finishing now. But it also has a lot of files to remove. That's also true because it has to remove the localization for many software. And it has to ironically remove the Ubiquiti installer because it's a part of the original image. And now it's again downloading certain packages, which should take again some time. Well, for most optimal performance, you probably shouldn't live stream during the installation, that's true. So what happened actually the last stream, and I tried it and it actually had a different system as a stream PC, and because it didn't have the GPU that would support proper encoding like I have on this laptop, which is NVENC. This is one of the reasons I do this using the what's it called VM, so I can directly use the my laptop. Is that it has NVIDIA, so it has an NVENC encoder. There are multiple reasons why, but those are normally the main ones. So now it's preparing the Linux kernel. My laptop has, I believe, 16 gigs of RAM, and its CPU is, I believe, it's 8, i5 8300H, which means it has 4 core and 8 thread at, I believe, 2.1 gigahertz. It's a pretty capable laptop. It works great. Most of the stuff I throw at him, he does without problem. Of course, if I threw stuff like Monte Carlo simulations, or maybe Monte Carlo simulations, or something like that, then yeah, those are supercomputer tasks. But otherwise, this system does its stuff quite well. And here it is. Installation has finished. Restart now. Now this is the most important part. Will it or will it not work? And it did. And it's rebooted. So you see it's UEFI based VM with KVM as its virtualization host. And here we are, our super password. And that's the first steps, but before we can do them, I'm gonna make our screen appear normal and not this huge. Let's apply 1080p. Here it is. Sorry for this bit of silence. So let us continue. So this is where we can select the online accounts. But we don't do that, so skip. Next one is live patch or canonical live patch, which is a way of automatically patching our systems so it does the work basically better than me do. And we have updates, and it does automatically without actual restart. That's the great part, but I'm gonna skip it. Now the next one is a somewhat very important point: help improve Ubuntu, the Ubuntu popularity contest, or the Ubuntu information sending. So let's send it to Canonical. Show the first report. It does stuff like what it is. Press next. And now the next part is about location services. Do you want them or not? By default it's disabled, so that's okay. And now we have a screen what you can find in the also great Snap Store. Stuff like VS Code, Skype, Spotify, Slack, PyCharm CE, Android Studio, IDEA Community, Krita, Plex Media Server, VLC, OBS, New Image Manipulation Program, also known as GIMP, GitKraken, Discord, Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad is actually a game packaged by Poppy. Actually, much of this stuff is packaged by Poppy, so yeah. So we also have Bitwarden, Simple Zenkit, Darktable, Zonotic. Zonotic is actually a really great game. Me and DistroTube and a couple of others like to play on DistroTube's streams. Also, we also have Chromium. The only way to get Chromium on Ubuntu is through Snap. I could go through. If someone wants to know why that is, please say in the comments or in the chat, and I can one day go why exactly it is in a video. Then we have Shortcut, we have Telegram Desktop, we have Opera, we have MailSpring, Postman. Postman is a great tool for testing uh, REST API. Then we also have Audacity, Sublime Text, and Inkscape. And we can get all this software by clicking Open Software Now. And before we can do anything else, I'm going to do Install Now. It's going to open the installation. So now we're gonna done this. Really, eject. Now that is strange, but okay. Oh, it's probably because it's actually different. What's it called? Because a part of a different same process node. Huh. Okay, found a problem. Text. There is no text. So let's see what we can do. So we can also install additional drivers through this. This is installing updates. So this is a program called Software and Updates, Ubuntu Software and Updates, where you can do different stuff like go through different software repositories, different other software repositories, updates, when to do updates, how to do updates, if automatically, if there is a new version of Ubuntu, you can be notified. Then here at authentication tab, here are the signing keys, different signing keys. So these are the Ubuntu's signing keys. Then we have additional drivers. If you need proprietary, for example, proprietary drivers, like for my laptop, I need proprietary drivers for NVIDIA card. Then here you have developer options if you want to use proposed updates. And here's again live patch for which you need to sign into a Ubuntu One account. So let's close this. Let's continue our. So we also have Isle Riot Solitaire, and let's not play it today. We also have Calendar, Cheese. Cheese is a webcam program. Files with its only ugly icon in Yarrow team. This icon is so clashing with all the other icons. I don't like it one bit. I might actually make a video. Let me just add this to my list. I'm planning on making a video how to change teams or how to modify them or even create your own team. That's all up to you. Then we have Firefox web browser, probably one of the latest versions. Input method, where you can select the input method. Language support, the whole Libre Office suite. Again, live patch, Mahjong, Mines, power statistics. Let's check power statistics. It appears nothing is shown. That's weird. Remina this is for the RDP, VNC, and SSH connections. Then we'll also have written box, settings, Shotwell, software and updates, same as which basically multiple icons for the same program that we open here. Startup applications. Here you can select which application to start at the beginning of your startup of your computer. Startup disk creator when you wanna create your own ISO or not what I say, but to burn your ISO to the USB drive. Then we have Sudoku, text editor, gedit, Thunderbird mail, to do, GNOME to do for specifically transmission, Ubuntu software, bunch of utilities, and believe it's called Totem Video Player. Then we also have Archive Manager by GNOME, Backups, Calculator, GNOME Characters, GNOME Disk Usage, GNOME Disks, Document Scan, Document Viewer, Fonts, Help, Image Viewer, Logs, GNOME Logs, Passwords, and other stuff. Screenshot utility, GNOME Screenshot, System Monitor, and Terminal. But let's move to the settings part, which is one of the stuff to go through. So first we have network, Bluetooth, background, and this is the part I wanted. Here you can select different backgrounds you want. So these are the Ubuntu provided Ubuntu Focal Fossa themed. So this one's the standard one, and this one is the grayscale one. Personally, I really like this one and have it on my Ubuntu Mate install. Then you also have some other like this one. This one which changes during every so often, and some other ones. So then you can change the appearance. This is one of the more amazing parts of it right now. So you have light theme, which is white on white. Let's go for this one. This is light theme, which is the white or gray upper bar. Then you have standard one, which is one selected, which is dark upper bar, but everything is still light, and then dark one, which makes everything dark or dark gray, which is just amazing. Then you can, on the dock, you can go intelligent auto hide, but apparently not wanna hiding. Let's just, then you have icon size where you can and make it smaller, and then you can change the positioning, right? And of course the bottom one, but I don't like it here, so this one's bad. So on left is the standard one. Here you can do notifications, where to search through this guy. So search, let's type 1 plus 1, which should open in calculator. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Applications, here is, you can set application specific stuff like integration notifications. Also have privacy, again, there's even privacy stuff. I don't have Thunderbolt, so yeah, that would be logical. Then we have, this is weird, online accounts again, where you can select different accounts, sharing. So what's your computer name? Then you have sound, which is what I personally like about this is the over amplification. So this is 100%, and you can go even above that for about, I believe, 50%. And same you can do with input volume, but I do not have it actually anything in the VM, so I cannot see that. So we have power saving, so it appears to be black screening at 5 minute mark. So on the display, we can select different stuff like how it's oriented, portrait right, portrait left, landscape flipped. This is gonna, oh, okay, so it doesn't actually wanna flip the screen. So then I also have resolution and scaling, where you can enable fractional scaling. And it does this. When you select one at 1080p, you can go for 125 or, for example, 250. It appears we have broken something. Let us reboot. Or let's just force reset it. The easiest to do. Of course, you gotta do right password. Oh, I might have broken something. Apparently, yes, I've broken something. Apparently, QEMU doesn't like it to have fractional scaling. Let's see if we can uh, select different videos type, not QML but Vertio, which might actually fix it for us. Not exactly sure. Let's reset the system and we'll see. Maybe. But it does open up and boot. We see it's still on Tiana core. Hmm. Now let's see. Again, I need to type in the right password. Of course, let's see. Nope. It appears we broke it. Of course, there is another option because the X11 based fractional scaling, I believe, is a bit of a stretch. Of course, it didn't actually go for that, but let's hope maybe Valent will fix it for us. Valent, not Malent, and the right password. The icon is big, and yes, here we are back. And let's go. Settings. I guess sometimes even Valent can be helpful, even though most of the time Valent is just a nuisance. Now we can go back because I don't know about you, but it seems like it's somewhat not foggy but blurry. Let's go with, let's see if this works now. Yes, it does. Nice. We fixed it, guys. We fixed it. So let's disable fractional scaling and go back to 1080p or 1080. 1080p will be how P means how it is updated. If it's progressive, that means every row of pixels is one after another. With 1080i means it's interlaced, so every other is being updated. The next tab is mouse and touchpad. How primary button works, if it's left and right, and then about natural scrolling. So if you enable natural scrolling, it goes up to go down and down to go up, which is sorry but bad. On scroll wheel, it should go down when you turn the scroll wheel down toward yourself or toward your hand. It should go down. When you go up, it go up. Which is completely different than what uh, on touchpads or mobile screens, where when you go down the content, when you pull down the content, it should go. You should see upper regions. When you push it up, you should see the lower regions. So basically, this would be like me pushing. This is me pushing down. And this is pushing up. This is the way it should be. Or no, it's actually not. Actually not. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. This is how it should be. Or no. Actually, this one doesn't respect that. So basically, if you have a mobile phone, how do you move? That's how it's natural for at least for me. Next, we have keyboard shortcuts. Why I got confused is because I'm used to it actually like automatically have it set up, but I don't have it right now on this laptop because I don't use a mousepad anymore because I have a mouse. So here is you can do keyboard shortcuts, including add your own. Here you have printers if you have a printer in the network. Actually, I'm gonna close it because it could find my own printer, which I don't want it to find. These are printer settings. Huh. Probably caps. Removable media. What to do with different removable media? Colors. If you have, let's say, calibrate. You wanna calibrate a monitor. Regions and language. So what input source, what formats, what language. Universal access. If you want to show universal access menu, here it is, different stuff. This is for accessibility options. Then I have users, where you can add users or remove or change your password. You can even have fingerprint login nowadays. That's nice. This is default applications for about 6 or 7 different stuff. 6. And date and time, where you can say date and time, and about Ubuntu and GNOME, or about this computer. So as we see, it's currently it's using 4 gigs, even though I have set up at the maximum of 6 gigs, which is because I have a ballooning device set up. So basically, when it's using more than 4 gigs, it will use more than 4 gigs up to 6 gigs. That's the amazing part of KVM. This is the GNOME version 3.36.1 with X11 windowing system and KVM virtualization. And it has graphics LLVM pipe. If you do software updates, you get this again. And let's activate our terminal. And let's open htop if we can. It's not installed, of course. Sudo apt install htop. Let's enter our super secure password and install and open htop after it's done. We see out of the 3 cores I assigned to it with 3 gigs or 4 gigs, this is 4 gigs 3.8, which is equal to 4 in reality, because gigabytes versus gigabytes or some conversion rates, it equals to a bit less, and I believe something there or something like that. Even I don't have officially 16 gigs on my laptop, even though I have 16 gigs, because there are two 8 gig modules in there. Then I have swap, 2 gigs of swap, and as you see, the most usage htop, which is unbelief, so we have to do this. And the most usage it has is GNOME shell, but htop is quite on top. So currently GNOME with quite a bit modifications running at 760 megs, while I believe on my old Arch build of GNOME had around around that, but didn't have so many services. As here, certain additional services running that I probably don't have. like caps, modem manager, GDM, or didn't have GDM last time. Stuff like unattended upgrades, no keyring daemon, and stuff like that. But if you want to see something, please comment now in the what's it called? Not comments, but in the what's its name? Chat. If you are watching this live. Hmm. So in the other news, a couple of days ago, Fedora 32 released as well. And we might actually take a look at it. Or more probably gonna look at its silvery or silver bluish brother, the Fedora Silver Blue. If the 32nd version is already released. But so ask questions and all that, and I can answer them. Have anything you wanna know? We want me to show you? Please ask in the question section, comments, not even comment section, but in the chat section besides the video. If that's nobody asks, let's spend some time and let's go loose in one game of Isle Riot Solitaire. Because you know I'm gonna lose this. I'm not that good at it. As you can see. Oh yeah, can't. Hmm, hmm, Sorry if I'm silent in this section of a video. This is where I actually try to concentrate and maybe win, even though that is somewhat impossible with my skill. You know, I call this section "Scare Everyone Away" from the stream section. Hmm. and it's over. So thank you guys for watching. My name is BigBot, and this was checking out Ubuntu 2004 GNOME LTS. If you stick to this part, please consider subscribing, clicking that notification bell, and liking this stream or video depending on the time you watch. Also, don't don't forget this. Important it is important that you use a tool for the job and not something by the philosophy by some guy's philosophy. Important is to use the tools. Most important for the job. So thank you everybody for watching, and on to next time guys. Oh yeah, but the next time, but we're gonna probably during the Monday time frame do a video about Manjaro. Maybe it's 20 now, and see ya. Goodbye.